Hello everyone! Welcome to our reading, vocabulary and pronunciation lesson. In this lesson, we will read a story together and then we take a look at the important English words and structures. So, let's begin. Our today's story, my daily routine. My weekday routine starts with waking up at 7 a.m. Then I get dressed very quickly. I have breakfast, which mostly consists of a boiled egg, some bread and orange juice. Then I leave the house to go to school at 7:45 a.m. I prefer riding a bike to go to school instead of walking, but if it is rainy or snowy, I prefer to take a bus. I bring a sandwich and a fruit to eat during the lunch break at school. The school is over at 4 p.m. Some days I stay at school for an hour for the study time. When I get home, I immediately change my clothes and clean myself up. Then I rest by watching TV or reading a book until dinner time. After dinner, I meet my friends to play basketball or skate. I come back home nearly at 8 p.m. I do my homework and study for tomorrow's class for 2 hours. After spending some time with my parents and my little sister, I go to bed nearly at 10:30 p.m. I hope you enjoyed our today's story. Now it's time to take a look at the most important vocabularies together. So let's start. Get dressed. Get dressed means to wear clothes. Consist of. Consist of means to be made of or formed from something. Boiled. Boiled refers to a way of cooking food in hot water. Instead of. Instead of means in place of someone or something. During. During means from the beginning to the end of a particular period. Lunch break. Lunch break means to stop working to eat something in the middle of the day. Immediately. Immediately means just now or without waiting. Rest. Rest refers to stop doing something and working to relax for a period. Our next important word is until. Until means time before something will happen. Clean myself up. Clean myself up refers to activities such as taking a bath or shower, brushing teeth, combing hair, washing hands, and changing into clean clothes. To skate. To skate means moving on a surface using a type of shoes with wheels. To come back. To come back means to return. And the last word for today, nearly. Nearly means almost, not completely. Now, let's take a look at the important structures of today's story. So, let's start. Our today's first important structure is simple present tense. Simple present tense is one of the basic tenses in English. We use it to talk about actions that we do regularly in a routine or our permanent actions. We can also use it to talk about general truth, schedules, and stories. The structure is quite easy. I mean, subject plus verb 1 plus object. For singular subjects, we add s, es, or ies to the verb. It's important to note that we don't add s, es, or IES for the pronouns I, you, we, they, or plural nouns. For example, my weekday routine starts with waking up at 7 a.m. I get dressed very quickly. Or, I rest by watching TV. Now, let's take a look at the gerund, verb plus ing. A gerund is a verb form that is used as a noun in the sentence. It can be subject, object, or complement of a sentence. It is used to talk about actions in a general sense, not as a verb. Here is an example for you. My weekday routine starts with waking up at 7 a.m. In this sentence, starts is the main verb and waking is gerund, which describes an activity that routine starts with. Infinitive or to plus verb is our next structure for today. Infinitives, to plus verb, don't function as the main verb in the sentence. Instead, they are used as the subject or object of the sentence. One of the main usages of infinitives, to plus verb, is to show the reason or purpose behind an action. For example, I leave the house to go to school. The purpose of leaving the house is to go to school. Our next structure for today is adjective clauses. An adjective clause is a group of words that functions as an adjective in the sentence. It provides additional information about a noun in the main sentence. For example, I have breakfast which mostly consists of a boiled egg, some bread, and orange juice. Which consists of a boiled egg, bread, and orange juice is the adjective clause in this sentence, and it gives additional information about the noun breakfast. Now, let's take a look at using prefer for preferences. Prefer is a verb that is used to show a choice or liking for one thing over another. We can prefer a noun over another or an action over another action. We use a gerund, verb plus ing, after prefer to show our preference for one action. For example, I prefer riding a bike to go to school instead of walking. It shows that he or she chooses riding a bike instead of walking. Our today's next important structure is prepositional phrases. A prepositional phrase is a group of words that begin with a preposition and ends with a noun, pronoun, or noun phrase. Prepositional phrases provide more information about location, time, manner, or purpose in a sentence. Common prepositions include with, near, for, after, before, about, until, etc. For example, he went shopping with her friends. She waited near the park. I bought a gift for my sister. And our today's last important structure is prepositional phrases with after. After plus a noun, after plus a gerund. The preposition after shows the time or order of the actions. We can use it with a noun or a gerund. It's important to note that the subject in the main sentence and prepositional phrase should be the same. For example, after dinner, I meet with my friends. Or, I meet my friends after dinner. After spending some time with my parents and my little sister, I go to bed. Thank you for watching our today's lesson carefully. Now you can do the activities to improve your reading, vocabulary, and pronunciation skills. See you soon!